Hello, Kaiju Seekers. Welcome to today's DrawCast. It's a bit of an impromptu stream, mostly just because I got bored, so why not just do some draw and chill. Um, I'll just be some sketching a few things, maybe feature some art down the line. But yeah, again, we're just gonna be doing some drawing. Back to the old drawing live, since I haven't done too much of that in a while in terms of the DrawCast. The last few things have been discussions. Hello, Minecraft world. Good to see ya. Also, I was gonna shout you out anyways. For your own drawing podcast you did live the other day. Congrats on that. It was neat to listen in on. And great work, by the way, on that drawing you were doing on the live stream. That was very cool. And then I'll probably open it up myself if anyone of our friends want to hop in. I'll probably send a link in a sec. And then let me just. I will share. And hopefully things go pretty smoothly because I don't want the thing to crash. But if it does, you'll know when it happens. And just stay tuned for that afterwards. No problem, Minecraft. TMNT 2007. Is that the CG movie? The one with all the monsters and stuff? I know that one's not the most popular TMNT film around, but I really liked it growing up. It was pretty good for what it was. I mean, let's see, what should we draw here on the DrawCast? I guess I'll just do a Pocho drawing so you guys can see my process on that. See, it's your favorite. Yeah, I can see how that can be because it does have a lot of cool stuff in it. Like the best thing is probably all the stuff with Raph and Leo, since they get the most focus out of all the turtles, and of course, probably the thing most people remember is that big fight scene. That was a cool moment. I remember for me when it came out around the time I was what? I was like 5 years old at the time when it had come out, so I'm not sure if I ever watched it in theaters. But I remember after the fact, I had watched it at some point. I actually remember it being kind of scary, like all the monsters and stuff, and some of the aesthetics of the film were a little scary. I still liked it, but I think like the scariest thing for me was the scene. Let's see, what scene was it? I guess any of the scene with the monsters and stuff. More so, the little one that Raph fights before the big fight with Leo. That one was always pretty scary. I just didn't like, or not that I didn't like it, but I just found them scary. And then actually, Leo's introduction scene in that movie was kind of scary too. And then let's see, Like my personal favorite movie, like growing up, it was always one of the. Like I had a hard time choosing between TMNT one or two from the '90s, since I grew up on those. Like recently, my favorite I would say is probably the Rise of the TMNT movie. That one's really good, mostly just for the animation. The story is good too. I love the story in that one. Like great story, great animation. Like it's just the type of film that I would want to make down the line, since animation is my main go-to for whatever artistic endeavors I want to pursue in the future. Like I said before, eventually I want to have all my characters. Um, well, I plan on publishing a lot of the stories I've written. Like I have a recent draft of Pocho's origin story that I'm probably going to be sharing with some of you guys in the Discord, because I want to hear your thoughts on it before I probably go through another draft, and then pretty soon I might self-publish it. I'm thinking of self-publishing through Kindle Direct Publishing. That's something I've been seeing recently pop off. So I might go that route. And I'll probably ask about that. You guys. Ask you guys about that. What you guys think. Whoops. Got a phone call. I have no idea if you guys heard that. I have to double check. I think because I think my number might be floating around out there. Getting lots of spam recently, so telemarketer stuff. I need to check my. They do have a VPN, so I'll probably check that out. But that's neither here nor there. So yeah, like I was saying, I'll probably share the Pocho origin story that I've been cooking up for a little while now. I've shared a few other stories in the chat. Hopefully I'll get some more out soon enough. And again, for anyone still watching, of course, I did post on my Twitter and on Instagram as well if you follow me through there. If you guys have any art you want to feature, I'll feature it here. Kaiju related for the most part, but I might make a few exceptions for any like original character art that you've got. Anything you want to show off. Let's see. So I get the head pretty much figured out. What kind of body do I want to put this thing on? I gotta look for a pose. Always good to have reference on hand. Mostly just to figure out what I would want to do. Because in art, You gotta go in blind, go with the flow, or have a map of what you want to do. Neck's looking a little thick there, so I'll slim down the neck since this neck isn't really that huge. Let's see. Let's see here. No. Let's see. Go. And of course, if you tune in for these streams, you're essentially getting another look into my own personal process. Well, what the hell? Anyways. Bigger. I get the proportions right. That's weird. On my end, my phone is causing my computer to black out for me. I don't know why. Whenever it goes close to it, I don't know what that could mean. So you know what? Let's see. I forgot. I usually had some tunes playing in the background. And then let's see. Media assets. And that going there. Alright, and then should anyone have any questions at all, feel free to ask in the comments below. If you want to know any lore tips or art tips or design anything, or if you have any questions at all about the channel, feel free to ask below. When it comes to art, one of the fastest ways to improve is to figure out shape language. Like, pick a style you really like, because all likelihood, if you're into art, you probably have a favorite artist that you draw from. And then, like, if there's like 2 or 3 other artists, I say grab a few different, features or attributes you like from that art, and then combine them in the in your own way. Ah, yeah. I mean, I'm liking the server a lot. I'm gonna actually. I can probably work on that right now once I'm done with this sketch. Um, Working on my fan goji because I might be doing a few changes to the one I sent, but yeah, it seems pretty cool. And I guess there's also some other things you can post there. Since I saw you had your own little section for your little Neos universe. So hopefully I can get around to doing my verse for any of my projects. But yeah, looks pretty fun, pretty neat. Actually, kind of reminds me. I'll see if I can share. I'll post it. Oh, I'll post it in the shell zone. Shell zone. Be there. And of course, let me know if you're hearing any of the music. Let's see, 2 of them are Ultraman AUs. Okay, I'll probably check out what's going on there too then. Because I think Kuru had actually invited me before, but I don't know if he ever like forgot to send the link that one time. Because I've talked to him on like Zim's other streams whenever he's joined. And then I guess we're gonna be doing the Monster Hunter debate. Although, I mean, I'm down to do it either way. Because honestly, I do like the Monster Hunter movie. I thought it was pretty good. I do not know anything about. Well, I can't. It's not like I don't know anything, but I've never played the original games, and I've only watched like 1 or 2 lore videos from. I think we know that one guy who does all the lore videos on Monster Hunter. But either a discussion or a debate, I'm probably going to be planning that, and I guess we'll be doing it on my channel, unless because Crew said it's fine to do it on my channel. I just gotta schedule it. But I guess if anyone else like Zim or I don't know if who's the other King of Kandor or something, I don't know, or Gojin wants to host it, any one of them, but I'll probably be hosted on my channel, if anything. But I'll do it just for the fun of it, because I'm assuming Crew is very passionate about Monster Hunter, and I'm just like a layman when it comes to Monster Hunter, you know. Oh yeah. But yeah, I recently rewatched Monster Hunter. I didn't watch it in theaters. I only watched it once when it was like on one of the streaming things. Yeah, I figured he was passionate about it, but yeah, because I mean, I saw what everyone's reaction was at the time, and I can't say I remember exactly what I thought, because I'm pretty sure I thought it's okay. I didn't think too much about it. but I ended up wanting to rewatch it just because um, I was in the mood for just some monster stuff. And I mentioned I rewatched the Meg 2, which I also really like. Because those movies, I would say I enjoyed Monster Hunter. So I would say when I first watched it, my impression was I kind of liked it. This time around, I've grown to say that I like it quite a bit. Um, and a similar thing happened with the Meg 2, where I just I liked it. But when I rewatched the Meg 2, I found that I really liked it. So, and that's like my frame of reference as to my personal rating system. Because like if you ask me to give like a score out of 10, I'm like I don't know how to do that. So I just go by like my standard of rating is either I hate it, I don't like it, meh, I like it, I really like it, or I love it. And there's some in betweens. So like I said, I quite like, or I like the I really like the Meg 2. I do quite like, or not, it's not quite like, but I like it quite a bit with the Monster Hunter movie. Um, and then I love GXK. Um, let's see, that's a meh movie. Uh, a meh movie for me would be something like um, Jurassic World Dominion theatrical version. And then I really like Jurassic World Dominion extended edition. And so that can give you like there's a look into how I rate movies when I watch them. Hi, cat lover. Of course you like cats. So yeah, that's how I go about rating movies. I don't use the number system. I go just about what I feel, or and like even if you ask me to look at it objectively, like I can only say I believe this movie to have been made well, or I believe this movie to have been made decently. Because like objectively, I believe GXK could be a good movie. I can't say that it is a good movie because I have no good arguments for it. Or at least there were no good counter arguments I had for the Blackaroonie debate I did with him, or the debate I did with Blackaroonie. Thank you for the compliments on my art. Thank you very much. But yeah, so like yeah, so that's how I feel when it comes to the movies. And like I said, I do like Monster Hunter the movie quite a bit. And I found like it was mostly just that I don't know, it's just that I didn't really find anything bad, objectively speaking, outside of maybe like a lack of let's see. Yeah, I guess there's a few story beats where I felt like it could have done more with it, and I know people pointed out in Sea Monster stream, because you guys talked a bit about how I felt about the movie. I know Blackaroonie, he said he doesn't like when people in general say for what it is, as I don't know if he said it was as like a defense or as a way to refer to a movie, but like when I say I like Monster Hunter for what it is to me is a simple survival story with Monster Hunter as a base for it, as well as it being basically an isekai movie, which I've never really found to like. I would prefer it if you just set the story as it was in the Monster Hunter world, rather than having those elements. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't really like the scenes when the Rathalos fights the military, because I like that. I like monsters fighting the military. Yeah. And like whenever I say for what it is, it's like me boiling down to what is the story, what were the intentions, and how did I feel about it. Like that's the way I go into it. You know, when I describe liking a movie for what it is, it all just boils down to like what can I see this movie as, or what did the directors or creators intend of this movie or project. And so when it comes to Monster Hunter, the movie, like that's what it was, or that's how I viewed it as like a simple survival story. And hello, I guess this means you were finished with the movie. Minecraft World, welcome back.
Hi, I've been done with the movie for about 5 minutes now. I don't know what to say. Just, you baffle even me sometimes, my friend. I couldn't stay awake for the Monster Hunter movie. I couldn't freaking stand that thing. Even as someone with passing knowledge of Monster Hunter, that was just like, this is just a movie in its own right. And then like, beeping.
Yeah, you are beeping and booping a little bit. Just means you're passionate.
Okay. No, it's just like, I don't get it. I fell asleep, and then when Kuro was talking about it, it was just like, what, how?
I mean, I don't know. Like, first time around, I wouldn't, because it's hard for me to fall asleep in a movie, like even if it's boring. Like, because if it's boring, I'll just turn it off. Like the only time I've ever fallen asleep is just because I was sleep deprived for a movie.
I didn't even make it past the 10-minute mark. I was very well rested. What the heck was that? Oh god. I think since you and Kuro are coming from two very opposite perspectives, I think him being, because Monster Hunter is basically to him what something like How to Train Your Dragon is to me. So that's gonna be pretty informative when it comes to the debate. Yeah.
Now I want to see a movie about a soldier who goes to the How to Train Your Dragon world and learns to train dragons.
No, we had the 9 realms, and it was a crime against nature. How to Train Your Dragon in the modern day should not happen. Period. We've seen that concept. Oh, God.
That's basically Dragon Wars, dog.
I I was referring to the Nine Realms. But sure, fine. You know what? Fair. Granted, D War is
Yeah.
under a very different circumstance. So, and I see you're drawing Pocho.
Yeah.
So I had my first stream yesterday, like on my channel. Yeah, went well.
Yeah.
And I don't know how often I'm going to be streaming, but we shall see.
Yeah. Like for me, I only really stream now and again. Like I want to try to be more consistent because, like, depending on just how you go about it, consistency is a big thing.
Yeah. Thing is, like, a lot of the topics that I feel like are warranting of discussion are hard to talk about, and I'd like to build up my platform a little further. I do have plans for, like, I do have a 1K subscriber incentive, but I'd like to be streaming a little bit more to establish that before I decide what it will be. Like, before I decide to announce it.
You know, sometimes I forget you're like one of the. You're like in the top 5 of like, in terms of subscriber counts within our little bubble.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, it's like the thing is I've been on the platform for about 4 or 5 years now. And I spent a lot of time in the death battle community, and that and since that community is relatively large, you get a lot of coming and going. Also, a lot of close friends.
Yeah. Yeah, but I felt your stream because you've been doing a lot of basically like drawing and chatting on the VC. And so I feel like because like I said, I reserved some of my, because my DrawCast is either going to be like these live drawings or featuring other artists or talking about different artist topics. So I guess based on what direction you want to focus on, I'd say you're well equipped.
Yeah, sorry, I heard that, but yeah, no. Yeah. I do want to do a Project Nemesis discussion as well as an Odyssey discussion when the film releases. And my older brother at one point stated that he would be willing to join an Owl House discussion. Like, I've been thinking of doing that for just me and my brothers talking about that show. And my older brother, since he's a DJ, he wants to talk a lot about the music and like why the music is really good. So, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I hear a lot about the Owl House because my little cousin is like obsessed with that show, so they're always talking about it.
She has good taste. It's not a show that a lot of people on Zim's server would enjoy, but it's one that holds a very special place in my heart, even if it is very recent.
Yeah, I really like it. I've watched quite a bit of it. like here and there. I've watched clips of like all the moments, and I watched like the a lot of the first few episodes, and I think I stopped. I stopped watching through um at the point, I forget which point. I think it's either when they get trapped back in the human world.
So the end of season 2.
Probably, yeah. But I pretty much know how it ends, um,
Okay.
without having watched it, like myself. And that's how I'm with a lot of different shows. Like if I drop them, like not because I stopped liking it, but just because either I didn't have the time or things like that. Let's see.
By the way, so
Yeah.
you saw the challenge I posted in the Fangoji server. That's why I did the Nia so earlier today.
The silhouette
Just
challenge you
thinking you
did?
should give that a shot.
Yeah, I'll probably check it out because I
Ah,
think
hell.
I've done them before.
Sorry, I was beep booping earlier. I have the audio playing on my phone, so I can just double click on my audio sounding.
Yeah, I'd say you're not beep booping as much as you are just cutting out at times. I think.
Hey, you can't
'Cause
be too
right now,
careful.
I guess so. Can you hear any of the background music I have going on your end?
Yes, yes, I can.
Let's see. Is it is it too loud to where you can't like hear me talking 100%, or
No, I can hear you just fine.
okay? Because I just put it on as like just some background stuff for my for the drawing lives.
All right. Yeah, I should probably do that for some of mine in the future. I could figure out how to get it to work. How I could get it to work.
Are you using you're using the StreamYard, right?
Yeah, I use StreamYard for my stream.
Is it the regular or did you
Regular.
pay for
I
the
don't have
premium?
enough money for. I don't have enough money for the plan.
Well, if you use my referral link, you can get $10 off when you sign up. Shut it down in the description and in the chat. So there you go. Thanks for the segue. Yeah, because I remember Gojin said he was going to be switching platforms. Because I don't know if they changed their policy or not.
No, I think it's been about the same for a while.
Hmm. Yeah, because I did it mostly for the features. Because you get, I think I remember it was like you get to stream longer, have more people on, and then I don't know if the music pack comes with the regular one, but you get like a little selection of like general I guess, copyright free music that you can use, or at least one that StreamYard lets you use. And I think you can also put in like your own music.
Because I know Zim used it for a little bit, so.
Let's see. But yeah, for real though, if you ever feel about upgrading, I got the link, $10 off. And I think someone
thank
else
God.
also has it.
I know Zim has it.
Let's see. So tell me a little bit about that. What was it? The Antediluvian Park project you're doing?
Oh, yeah. So I stated on the stream earlier that I had that inspired for a month, and recently, as you know, with That Sounds Terrible Lizards, I've finally been getting around to it. Honestly, it's just been a lot of fun. But yeah, it's basically what it says on the tin. Jurassic Park, but it's the Victorian era. So specifically, everything before the 1870s.
Just in case you are cutting out a little bit for me.
Yeah, it's the Victorian era.
Yeah.
I think I might. Honestly, I'm considering which one to draw next because I've got pretty much all the major dinosaurs except for the Brachiosaur equivalent and the Dilophosaur equivalent. I'm also just thinking. I'm debating whether or not I want to make John Hammond's equivalent be a real person, as well as I know I want Ian Malcolm's to be based out to be a real person. My problem is who. I was originally thinking William Buckland, the guy who discovered Megalosaurus, but I'm sort of going against that one. I might go with the guy who discovered Pterodactylus or Iguanodon, either one.
That's interesting.
Yeah, Mary Anning felt like a very necessary inclusion as someone who was such a important person in paleontology. So same with Benjamin Hawkins. Gideon Mantell is there. That's I just looked it up. And he had some help from his wife, Marianne. Now I'm just drawing a scene from a story that Kuro and I have been working on.
Mm-hmm.
Sonic and the Trojan Odyssey. Basically, Sonic in the Trojan War. It's meant to be this sequence is meant to be the final battle.
Is that what you're working on right now? You said, or
That's what I'm drawing. Yeah, I did. I had a proof of concept idea for my comics finals. Um,
hmm.
I may as well build on it a little bit. Let me just. Okay. Decent idea what he looks like or what I'm going to wear.
Let's see. Hmm. Oh man, I did it again. Anyway,
I'll open this. And it doesn't reach. Hmm. What is going on? How did that happen? I
Hmm.
don't know. Um, just, just enjoying the vibes.
Hmm.
Just, just enjoying the vibe.
And so I want to ask, what makes your or what makes the 2007 TMNT film your favorite?
I don't really know. Maybe it's just nostalgia, or just the fact that it's really well written, or just really well done.
Yeah, because like I said, I was saying like I remember growing up with that one alongside like the live action ones, and then of course all the different animated shows. I actually really grew. I grew up more so with like the classic stuff, and then got into like the more recent things, like with that movie. And I
Yeah,
think isn't it like a sequel to the?
I mainly grew up with. I don't think it's a sequel, at least to my knowledge. I know for a fact that I know I remember there was going to be a sequel to it that was more Mikey focused, but that's pretty much it. I think it's meant to be its own thing.
Hmm. It's like because whenever I like revisit it or like watch like reviews on it, like or just whenever someone like it's a sequel to the 2003 show. I think it's when it came out, or that's
I
connected
don't
to it
think it's meant
somehow.
to be. I don't think it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
I know that April and Casey's designs were changed for the final season in order to reflect it. In fact, it's pretty much all of the designs in the final season were, but I don't recall it being a to the
Hmm.
2003 show, if ever.
Yeah. It was just something I had heard here and there in discussions about it. Yeah, I remember one thing I do remember is growing up with all the different toys of it. I remember they had the fast food kid menu toys that I loved to collect.
Yeah. No, 2012 was the one that I grew up with.
Oh yeah, that one was fun. Like I vividly remember. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was like a pilot or if I remember it was featured at Comic Con or something, like a part of it. I remember watching that on YouTube when it was like just before it came out.
Mm.
So I grew up with that one. Like I really as it was coming out, like I grew up with that one. That's the one. And also, just to remind any viewers in the chat, you can ask any questions about anything art related if you want any of our tips or any knowledge we have. As well as if anyone has any suggestions for anything to draw, I'd be happy to do a sketch of that. Oh, hello, Hoshi. Welcome.
Good
I,
morning to good morning to all of you.
Oh, is it morning where you are?
I mean, it's my place is going to be 6 a.m.
nice.
Oh,
Okay, very early.
Yep, I managed to come by so I can have a chat with you guys. So how are you guys doing?
yeah,
We're
doing
doing all right.
pretty good.
Just vibing.
Yeah, we're just chilling right now, doing our own things, talking about any art stuff that comes to our minds.
Oh, s- sweet. Hey, Vic, I never forgot to ask you this, but what are your thoughts on the thumbnail I made for Sianis's upcoming GXK video?
Yeah, I remember when you first mentioned it on, I think it was C Monsters live thing. So I was wondering what that was looking like, and then I saw it in the Discord chat, and I thought it was really cool. I really like it. It's very attention grabbing, which I think is good, and the art is very nice too. So that was really cool to see. Of course, any of your art is always cool.
By the way, do you have anything else to say about like on the new kaijus that I made?
Let's see. On my side, like honestly, first glance impressions, they were really cool to look at. I think you have a great design for all of them that I saw there. So like first impressions are very good. Would love to know more.
Looks like Kaiju just saying, Minecraft, why are you cheating on me?
I got caught.
I mean, Kaiju can always come by if he wants to.
If you're open. Who knows? Maybe we could set up a polyamorous relationship.
Oh, by the way, hey Minecraft, I forgot to ask, but do you plan on like doing like a sequel to like your AU of your Jurassic Park universe?
I am trying to make sure that no sequel ever happens for this because I would rather it just be a one-off thing. I'm planning to kill off all the dinosaurs by having a volcano be a major point.
So there is gonna be no Spinosaurus equivalent. That's sad.
Nope. There's only so many Victorian dinosaurs to go around, or Victorian prehistoric. They're not. In fact, there's only like 3 of them that are actually dinosaurs. The rest are either marine reptiles or pterosaurs.
Yeah, I did think about that because I know that like it's all based on like the super early recreations of dinosaurs and dinosaur-like things.
Yeah, so it's like
One thing is that let's see, what's your Triceratops equivalent? You said it was
Ichthyosaurus.
Yeah, a good drawing, but like every time I look at it, it makes me sad for it because I'm like,
Yeah.
you like drew the vibe so well of that.
Yeah,
So it makes me sad.
I didn't want to go for just sickness. I wanted to go for an infected. I also think Mary Anning is such a major player in this story, and she was the one who discovered the ichthyosaur. I wanted to make that an emotional moment, both for her and for the audience, to see the thing that she discovered alive.
Mm.
This is not just some like no, this is my love letter to both Steven Spielberg, Jurassic Park, the Jurassic franchise, and the history of dinosaurs.
That's still lovely.
Yeah, because I know the idea of like the antediluvian Jurassic Park. I've seen like all the other concept arts of it. Like I know there's one well-known one for that concept, and I myself was inspired to do my own story, but it's basically like its own thing, based on the Crystal Palace stuff.
Yeah. The original artwork was like the Megalosaur and the T-Rex position, and it's like, oh god, this is so clever. I love this.
Hey, speaking of like parks related stuff, hey Michael and Vic, have you guys watched a series called Prehistoric Park?
Yes, I've watched that.
I've heard of it. I have not seen it.
It's the one with Nigel Marven.
I know there are plenty of them with Nigel Marven.
Yeah, I know there's I think it's the Chased by Dinosaurs series that he did, but that one was with BBC.
It's the one where the dinosaurs were there.
Yeah. Wait, isn't he? Wait, Primeval's the one where he's killed by the Giganosaurus, right?
Yeah, and he probably has one of the worst versions of Giganosaurus.
I need to watch Primeval.
Yeah, I barely started the series myself, like not too long ago. I want to get back on it because it was really good. And the next episode, because I only watched the first one with the Gorgonopsid, and when they went back for the first time with the little lizard thing. And then the next episode I saw was about, I think it was about the giant spiders or just like the giant bugs and stuff. So I really want to get back into it.
Right now I'm just drawing Iguanodon, the last of the big three dinosaurs. Of course, it's the Brachiosaur equivalent. This is the first dinosaur we see.
Sweet. Hey, while on the topic of like lore stuff, do any of you guys have anything to say about questions about my Godzilla universe? Like Minecraft, will do you have anything to say to it?
Not really. I think it's pretty straightforward. So
I do like
Okay.
because you titled it the world's strongest, right? Like Godzilla World's Strongest.
Yeah, you could thank Minecraft for that idea.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
so what were the other titles? Forever just kind of generic for me. I mean, I'd say that as like I have my Godzilla AU as Godzilla Legacy, but like I think it's generic, but still, the Legacy in this case, I have that based off the way you described how your Godzilla lore is in the inspiration stream. World's Strongest just fit the best.
Oh, why, thank you.
Yeah, I think it definitely matches the vibe that Hoshi's art has going for it, because it has that like grunge, very punk aesthetic to it, that graffiti style that I know you described well in the special feature you did.
Excuse me.
You know, actually, the recent stuff with all the Megalosaur art with the terrible lizards and your stuff was what inspired this piece, because the Megalosaurus art or depiction was what inspired the base of this creature I had going on.
Yeah.
So that's basically like an aquatic version of that.
Yeah, there's something. I mean, the Victorians believed Megalosaurus was semi-aquatic, so it fits. But, like, I don't know what it is about like Victorian antediluvian art. It's just beautiful. It's haunting, but it's beautiful, and it kind of fits Jurassic Park perfectly.
Yeah.
To me personally, my favorite art that came from that era is just art where the two Allosaurus were fighting each other.
Which one? Because that was well after.
I think it's one of the ones. Yeah, I think
it's
so.
It's the one with two theropods, one that is jumping.
Oh, the leaping Laylaps. I think that was after, like...
It's the one Zim went on a rant on for who knows how long.
Yeah.
One thing I can say about the art is how it has so full of energy. Like the dinosaurs, they aren't like moving, but you can feel so much from that drawing alone. Like you could say that these two are like fighting to the death, like either for territory or for food. You could say something like that.
Yeah. I feel like, there's definitely something to like about every era of the paleo art. And like the more classic stuff is like my vibe entirely. And actually that piece of art you mentioned, the Leaping Lilaps, is one of my personal favorites as well. I have it saved on my phone.
Oh yeah, guys, I forgot to ask you, but Vic and Michael, what are your thoughts on like the art that Todd Marshall has made for Spinosaurus?
Zach, I'm looking this up.
Me too. Oh wait, isn't that the?
Oh,
It's the one where the tons of AMVs were made from that picture.
Yeah, but
I
didn't?
can see why.
Yeah, I really like it. I really like it. It's cool.
You could say I took one of the main inspirations for like that for my Godzilla universe.
I can definitely see it. But let me see.
For me, the Crystal Palace has kind of just been my go-to, but also I've been doing research on, well, for one, other fan designs of the Victorian designs, but also paleo art as well.
Hey,
Horrible Wizard has actually
Michael.
been a really good idea for what I want.
Hey, I've been meaning to ask you this, but Michael, would you like me to like draw your versions of the dinosaurs if you want me to?
You'd be fine. I'm fine with that. Actually, I do have a request for you to draw. Um,
Sure, go nuts with it.
you know the Kaisei Godzilla?
It's the one. It's the Godzilla that's all green and shoots fire.
No, the recent IDW one, the one with the veins.
Yeah, that one, the green Godzilla.
Do that. Do that. Do that,
Okay,
please.
Hey, speaking of the Kaisei era, have they like recently like shown what the version of Ghidorah looks like?
Not to my knowledge. The first issue released, I think this week. I picked that up. We know what Anguirus looks like, Jaguar looks like, and what Kiryu is potentially going to look like.
Hey guys, have any of you like seen like the cover art of that universe where we see? I can show you on stream submissions once you guys are done with it with this drawing. It's probably
Yeah,
one of
I
my
mean,
personal. It's one of my
Yeah.
personal favorites.
yeah, because the Kaisei Godzilla, I really like it. It kind of depends on what drawing, though, because
My personal favorite designs. So, like, one of my personal favorite designs, period. Um,
yeah, because I think that one drawing of it is like a little too bottom heavy.
unproportionally.
I would think Matt Frank did a drawing of it, and I really like that rendition, and then other people's renditions.
Yeah. It's probably my favorite. Tom Marks is a good guy. He goes to the college. I met him in person. He goes to my college.
Who does?
Tom Arts.
Okay, guys. Hey Vic, I just sent you something. You want you done with the drawing?
Let me see. Oh yeah, Godzilla escaped the dead zone.
Oh. Oh yeah, that.
Like, I love the cover art of that comic. I love the aesthetic.
Yeah.
Kaiju, if you want to chat, you can always freely come if you want to.
Yeah. Although you might be doing something right now, but yeah, still
Also,
open floor.
also,
But it's always good to have you on.
Kaiju just said that he wants to have a debate with you on the Monster Hunter movie.
Yeah, I was just talking about it earlier. Actually, yeah, it's just a matter of setting it up. Because crew let me know I think he's going on or he's gonna be tied up for a little bit. So it might not happen until maybe like mid-August. If not, if we don't set anything up earlier.
I think he said he's going to be in Florida within the next few weeks.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah, but good to have you in the. Yeah, but good to have you in the chat, though.
Thankfully, Iguanodon's head is incredibly boxy, so.
Hey, Michael, I mean to ask you this, but of all the Jurassic World designs for the dinosaur, which one is like your personal favorite and least favorite?
For the dinosaurs?
Yeah, in the Jurassic World universe.
For the World franchise specifically, ooh. Okay, that's going to be a tough one because I like a good chunk of them.
Okay, you could at least say the least favorite.
I really like a lot of them. Least favorite is, I think it's the locusts. I know those shouldn't count, but I'm sorry, locusts. God, I don't like the locusts.
But, dude, this isn't about locusts, it's about dinosaurs.
I know.
That the
locusts go. The locusts hijacked the movie about dinosaurs.
Do you have anything to say about the baryonyx?
Baryonyx is fine. I think my favorite is Carnotaurus.
Yeah, everyone the mother agrees that it's one of the best ones the Jurassic World franchise.
I love Carnotaurus. Really, he's my boy. He's my child.
Hey, Michael, what are your thoughts on the Sinoceratops?
Sinoceratops is okay. I need to give the rest of the World trilogy a rewatch. I did rewatch Jurassic World before Sea Monsters discussion. I need to round up the brows a little bit. Just working on Iguanodon. And of course, the frontal nose. Beak.
Oh yeah,
relatively.
I'm now seeing that Matt indeed has drew Kaisei Godzilla.
Yeah. Shout out to Matt Frank, who I will always owe a life debt for saving my life.
Speaking of Matt Frank, hey Vic, have you at least seen him for a couple of days?
Have I seen him in the last couple of days?
Yes. So.
No. Unfortunately, he hasn't come to any of my local conventions that I've gone to. He would normally come to Monsterpalooza. If he comes to Son of Monsterpalooza, then I'll definitely see him again, and I'll definitely show him your stuff, as you requested before.
Yeah.
So I'll let you know if that happens. But yeah, if it comes to Son of Monsterpalooza, then I'll definitely go. Because I think he prioritized like G-Fest this year and
Oh.
stuff. So I guess it just depends on if he's coming out to the shows.
Oh yeah, I never forgot to ask you guys, but since the new 3 Days Grace song just dropped, what are you guys' thoughts on it?
I have not listened to it.
Yeah, I haven't listened to it either. I probably will after this, and then you can ask me later. But I am like a general fan of 3 Days Grace. I like most of their songs.
Pretty good stuff. My Instagram feed has been very heavily occupied by Ozzy Osbourne stuff, like just general tributes and clips. I'm pissed.
Oh yeah, I just found out when I was going to sleep that Ozzy Osbourne has been to a lot of animation, specifically voice acting.
Yeah. He has done quite a bit of that. I'd say he has like a pretty iconic voice all around.
Yeah.
I recently, like a few
Fan
days
of Black
ago,
Sabbath
went to...
or Ozzy Osbourne. I like the music that I've listened to, but my dad is a very big fan of their stuff, Black Sabbath.
Yeah. Yeah, I went to a baby metal concert like a few days ago, and they were playing a few of his songs before they went on. Or they had like a...
No, you can say something. You couldn't say.
I was just gonna say they had like a Rest in Peace, Prince of Darkness on the marquee outside the theater where they played.
Question: did they play the Kingslayer?
No, they didn't play Kingslayer at this show. It was basically they called it like a secret gig. I guess it was done as like a way to thank some of the fans who are coming out to the shows. They only played like a little bit of the songs from the new albums, I think, and some of the old ones. Like if my girlfriend was here, she can probably tell you all the songs they played, off the top of her head. But they played like a mix of different things. But they only played like a handful of songs. I remember some people were a little disappointed by that, but I'll say it's my favorite baby metal concert that I've been to. It was my third that I've been to. It's my favorite of the three that I've gone to. I'm going to see them again at the Intuit Dome later in November. Yeah, it was lots of fun.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. And I've also been listening to, let me see, I forget the name of the song, and I have to watch the latest episode. But I have been listening to the Gachiakuta opening, Hugs. It's really good.
Yeah, same. I could say it's safe that it's like kind of sort of my opening for my Godzilla universe. Not forever, but for the first season.
I'm gonna go grab a drink real fast. I'll be back in a bit.
Oh.
No problem. But yeah, I still need to watch the third episode that I think came out not too long ago. But actually, my girlfriend has been really liking it.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Vic, we're on the topic of like say dinosaur media. Have you ever watched Dinosaur Revolution? If so, what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I remember. I've watched Dinosaur Revolution, which is the show, and then I've also watched what was it called, Dinosauria or something, or Dinotasia. That's the one where it's just the dinosaur clips. I've watched them both. Yeah.
Any thoughts on like the dinosaur designs on that documentary?
I actually really like those designs. I know that Ricardo Delgado had something to do with it because it was originally supposed to be like an adaptation of his Age of Reptile stuff, and then it got changed a little bit. But either way, I do really like the designs. The Allosaurus, the one with the broken jaw, and I guess just all the Allosaurs in general are my favorite design out of that show. Um, and then followed up by the T Rex design they had for it.
Eh, Hey Vic, I think I'm going to be leaving a little sooner. Like, is it that okay?
Oh, of course, man. Whatever you got going on. Of
Yeah,
course, if you want to say anything before you go, feel free to.
yeah. I've been meaning to ask you about my Godzilla viewers. Do you have anything to say before I go?
About your what?
About my Godzilla viewers that I'm making. Do you have anything to say it?
Oh, I just want to say that a lot of the stuff you show me is very cool. If you ever, I don't know, write anything out, or if you have like a comic page of it drawn out, I would love to see it. I look forward to seeing it. However you want to show it. Um, I think there's a lot of cool potential in it. So I just look forward to whatever you have to show me.
Okay. If you want to know, plan on. Have an idea what my human cast will look like. I'll show you when I'm think of drawing them in a couple of hours, if you want to.
Cool, no problem.
But other than that, you can follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Reddit, follow me on Blue Sky. The usual stuff. But other than that, Vic, Mike World, I hope you guys have a wonderful day.
You as well, man. Have a good one.
Thanks. Adios.
Alrighty. So Minecraft World is off grabbing a drink or something. Let me check. Because again, any viewers can request anything to draw. I drew Pocho, and then right now I'm just drawing a little plesiosaur type thing. Because we were on the topic of dinosaur and dinosaur adjacent creatures. I might actually go ahead, and since it's a pretty simple drawing, I might finish this one. And then, let's see, we're about a little over, just over an hour and a half. So I'll probably go until about 2 hours. And then we'll finish it off there. I'll probably just round it out with just finishing this drawing here. Unless anyone wants to suggest something, which of course, more than open to, I'll do that drawing. And finish it out. Another recent movie I just got done watching was Death of a Unicorn. And that was a movie I did not see in theaters, unfortunately. Would have, but either no time for it, and or my girlfriend wanted to watch something else. I think she wanted to watch. I forget what she wanted to watch, but I ended up watching it the other night, and I liked it quite a bit. It's basically another fun monster movie, and the monster here is a unicorn, which can't say I've seen anywhere else before. And ending's a little weird. I don't know the 100% the implications of what the ending means, but yeah, fun overall. I enjoyed it quite a bit. And then there was another. It inspired me to do drawing, or semi-inspired, because I had this idea for kaiju, and then I had drawn a little bit of it out, and then watched Death of a Unicorn for some more inspiration for it. Oh, let's see. Draw Fantasia's T-Rex. Oh, I love that T-Rex. That's a good T-Rex design. Like between that and like Sharptooth from Land Before Time, like some of my favorite like T-Rex depictions. Yeah, I'll go ahead and draw that. I'll probably just finish the inking here. And actually, I'll just do a quick speed doodle. And then so yeah, that I love rewatching Rite of Spring. That's a cool short film.
I can see Hoshi left.
Yeah, he had to go. I did give a nice little goodbye there. And then let's see, Kuru requested I draw the Fantasia T-Rex from Rite
Contagious
of
T-Rex.
Spring.
I saw that.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite depictions of T-Rex.
Got the neck a little bit. I'm really liking how Iguanodon is looking so far, but just need to fix a few proportional problems.
Hmm.
Mainly make the neck thicker and also bulk up the feet a little bit. This thing's built like a giant rhinoceros, so I like how we're both just drawing dinosaurs. Just dinosaurs, but retrosaurs too.
Yeah.
Very much taking Zim's
Right.
lessons. Right?
We'll just give him flashbacks to his little conspiracy rant.
Well, and a T-Rex based off of every single. One day I'm going to draw a T-Rex based off of every single dinosaur he mentioned in that rant.
That idea you say right there, plus this one special from the latest Shark Week, got me thinking I want to do something where, whether it be like any kaiju and or our original kaijus, where we basically make like this Frankenstein monster type kaiju out of them. Like, what would
Like
that
some,
look like?
like one element of each of ours. That could work.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I'd like to see if I could give it Nias's wings. Maybe not the head, but the wings, absolutely.
Yeah. It needs to be a little more big and blocky. Sometimes I forget, like, one thing is sometimes I forget how big, like, the heads on some dinosaurs can be. And then I just also forget how big dinosaurs in general can be.
Yeah, it's like you'd think they're a lot smaller than the museum. But like,
Yeah.
it's like a large T-Rex skeleton tell you if it wanted to.
Mm-hmm. Because, like, I wouldn't say recently, but I know there's, like, a point in my life where I thought, like, Triceratops was, like, no bigger than a cow. But, like, no, they're definitely not. They're way bigger than a cow.
My brother was just asking me something. Should I give this? Should I give these spikes?
Give it what?
Spikes, bumps, or should I leave the back plain?
I would say definitely give something to the back. Just to give it a little bit more detail.
Maybe a little like bumpy pattern on the back.
Yeah, because let me look. Well, most iguanodon depictions have like little spikes to it. I would say. Let me see. I would say if you ever seen, or if you look at the Land Before Time designs, they have like those little bumps on them on their back, something like that, maybe.
I know what you're talking about.
Because like, if their back is like this, they have like the little bumps like that. That could work. Maybe a little more spiky, just a little bit.
Even Fantasia has them.
I think so. Yeah. Alright.
Right, and then like I said, pretty good. I just need to figure out what I want for the pattern. Also, just gonna add a few more bumps and in the chin. Is, and I'm really liking where this concept is going. I'm probably gonna write stuff down later. Um, I just want to focus on the design work.
Mm-hmm.
You did make that. I want to make it a little bit brighter. There we go.
Let's see. I'm going for a little bit of a mix between my style and the style of the film,
Mm-hmm.
which is typically what I like to do whenever I'm making like fan art of something. I like to stay as accurate as possible, but still have my style into it.
Yeah, I could tell. Like, I could see that whenever you're drawing like our own original kaiju. It's like with your neatest depictions, you did that. Yeah, that in mind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think this is the hardest of the three dinosaurs. The hardest one to really get right so far was Pterodactylus.
think I'll stop that drawing there for now. But we'll definitely come back and finish this after stream because I ended up liking this a lot. Let's see, I do want to finish that one plesiosaur. Just noticed Minecraft had gone. Didn't hear him announce anything, so. I'll see if it comes back in or not. Oh, there you go. What's up, my good man?
Sorry, you, I don't know what my internet did.
Oh, well.
Plesiosaur is looking awesome.
Thank you. I'm basing the color scheme on this old plesiosaur toy I used to have. It was like one of my favorites growing up. Right. By any chance, did you want to show off what you have so far on your end, or
Yeah, actually, I
you?
could just share my screen
Yeah.
real fast. There.
Oh, wrong. There you go.
Yeah. So it's zoomed in.
Ah,
There we are. For junk.
that looks really nice. I quite like the one you have with the open mouth. Like that one looks really good.
Always try to go for those. At least for the dinosaurs, I tried to go for those. My mouse stuck now.
Mhm.
Oh, don't full screen it.
What do you draw with again?
Photoshop. I've been using it for a few years now. Photoshop.
I see. And is that with a mouse?
Drawing tablet. I've been using that a
Ah,
lot. Sometimes I use a mouse. Right now I am, but mostly it's with the drawing tablet recently.
I see. Yeah, I always find that impressive when you can draw with the mouse. I think Hoshi does
I
when he
yeah
did
no,
his.
it does.
Hello, Godzilla Kiru. Welcome, welcome.
Oh, it did. Just finishing up the teeth, and then I have the inner mouth. I should be relatively done with this. I just need to add the human silhouette for scale, and then I'll be done.
Things are going pretty good.
Yeah, because you finished your plesiosaur, I assume, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just finished up the plesiosaur. And that was, I've drawn maybe a few of them before, but this one's really cool. And with yours, with all of your drawings, I feel like you both captured the sense of the concept art and all like the antediluvian art really well, as well as something about your style. I think just fits it really well.
It's been challenging, I think, is the best way to put it.
Yeah. And then just to answer Godzilla Kiru, I'd say we're probably wrapping it up.
I'm just finishing up on my end, so
Yeah. But I mean, if you're in Zim's Discord, you're more than welcome to hop on and say something before we go, but or you can just type it up in chat, and you can be featured there. Oh, I just noticed. Chat's in the corner, huh? Looks like it's in the corner.
Oh yeah,
Interesting.
that's a toggleable feature, I think.
Yeah, because I just turned on the show comments on stage. So
How's this size work for it?
let's see his size.
So, yeah, I think this
mean-
works.
I say it works pretty well. I mean, I know iguanodons are like in real life. They're like way big. I think
Yeah,
most hadrosaurs are.
yeah.
But I guess
That's
this
the
depends on what you want to go with. Did you say this one was the brachiosaur equivalent?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you want to go with like that vibe, like I don't know how much bigger you would want to make it.
I mean, I think this is a fine scale. This is kind of what I'm going for with it. But yeah, no, I think I'm done. I think this is good enough for me. So let me just.
Looks good.
There we go. Yeah.
Awesome. So I guess that just wraps up on both our ends. So thank you everyone who came on. You, Minecraft, and Hoshi again. If you want to say anything before we go, you have the floor.
Well, you can find me on YouTube at Minecraft World 1954. That's my where my first proper live stream, and I plan to do a few more of these in the future, more like of this style as well as maybe discussion style. Any bad videos to talk about there, I will. And you can also find me on Kara and Instagram, where I post my artworks, as well as Blue Sky, where I also post stuff. So, yeah, I have pretty much all of my artworks on Instagram. So, yeah, and yeah, go watch Jurassic Park, go watch TMNT 2007, go read Project Nemesis, go watch the Gamer movies. Tiamat deserve better. Take care.
Awesome. And then thank you everyone who came in to watch the stream with us live. I just posted the, as I've stated before, the referral link for StreamYard. You can get a $10 discount if you want to get into streaming or just upgrade your StreamYard status. And then I as well have my artwork on my Twitter, Vic Monstrous, and my Instagram, CrispyVic, as I go by. You can check me out there. And then, of course, here on the YouTube channel. Stay tuned for some more upcoming streams. I got some more DrawCast features to do. And then still working on the Cryptic Happenings episode 2. And then as well as in the near future, probably next month or so, will probably be the Monster Hunter debate with Kaijukuru. So stay tuned for that, since that'll probably be fun too. Anyways, thanks again, Kaiju Seekers. Over and out.